guys, it's Ozzy and welcome back to another video. After taking a super rejuvenating birthday break, I am so excited to be back to making jewelry with y'all. Today we are going to be making my dream mermaid inspired collection, and it's going to be my largest shop update in a super long time, so let's get started. For all of my mermaid themes today, I've made Pinterest boards of kind of the aesthetic and the vibe that I'm going for. I've been doing this with all of my jewelry pieces lately and I absolutely love it. First, we're starting with this seafoam mermaid theme. It's a lot of like light seafoam green, very bubbly and breezy. I'm just gonna keep my iPad right in front of me as I work, right over my little bead station, so that I can constantly be looking at our inspiration. I am so excited to design this drop because I've been wanting to do a mermaid themed drop for so long. Every single summer I've thought about doing a mermaid drop and I decided this is the summer. I just have so many seashell and swirl and pearl looking beads that I thought it would be perfect to go for an aquatic and ocean theme. And I also really miss doing super big drops because at the very beginning of my jewelry business, every month I would just have like a massive drop, but I've kind of changed my business structure to be more like smaller drops more frequently. And I'm excited for this one because it's going to be a bunch of items all at once, kind of more reminiscent of my old style. If you own a small business or if you just follow small businesses, do you prefer for your own business or others having like more frequent small drops, especially with like jewelry making, or infrequent really large like shop updates? I've seen both on Instagram and by other artists. So I finished up my seafoam necklace design with a lot of seafoam green and light blue and white mixed in there as well to keep a very bubbly, airy theme. I really want this whole necklace to be reminiscent of specifically like the bubbly, like foamy seafoam part of the waves when they come into shore. Like I want literally that image to be what this necklace invokes. If you're wanting an in-depth tutorial of how I make my single strand necklaces, I do have a video for that up on my channel. It's called the Ultimate Single Strand Necklace Tutorial. This video, however, I'm kind of flying through the necklace making process because I have so many necklaces to get through, so this is more of just like a cozy studio vlog while I make this massive drop. Here I am just closing out the crimp cover and we're putting the necklace together right now. Now that we have the left side of our wire completely set up, I'm just going to start stringing beads onto the wire. We've got to make sure with these far left ones, of course, that they can fit the wire twice basically, because that little end piece goes back through the first few beads on the end. Now I'm kind of picking out a centerpiece for the very middle of the necklace. I know I want it to be some sort of shell bead, and all of these necklaces will probably have pretty similar centerpieces, and they'll all be a little bit similar, of course, because I have my stamen necklace style. But I really like that because it feels like they're all a part of the same collection and that they're all kind of sisters. Before finishing up the necklace, I'm holding it up to my neck and making sure that it kind of fits around my neck, and that with the extender chain, it'll be kind of the perfect length. I always like to check that before completely finishing the clasp. Make sure it's a good length first before the point of no return. Ta-da! Here is our first finished necklace of the mermaid collection, our seafoam mermaid necklace. I absolutely love how this turned out. I feel like it fit the Pinterest board so well, and I can't wait to start the next one. Our next themed necklace is Deep Sea Siren, and I had so much fun making this Pinterest board and pinning all the dark purple and dark blue and making it a little bit more siren-y, a little bit more dark and moody, but also keeping like the light purple and the light accents and the iridescence. With all of these ideas, I just thought about different like mermaidy things and different color schemes I could go for, and I really wanted to include a siren vibe. So here I am making another bead soup. I also really wanted to make bead soups for all of these necklaces because they're kind of just like a general mood and a general color scheme, and then I just pulled from the bead soups to design, which most of the time I do make bead soups, but sometimes I just pull directly from my bead boxes. And just like with designing the seafoam necklace, I'm kind of spacing out the large beads, so the big like stamen beads I'm spacing out throughout the necklace, such as these large glass swirl beads and these large glass shell beads, and I'm doing the same thing with the colors as well. So I spaced out the white and the blue and the purple right away so that my necklace is very visually balanced. Even though it's completely asymmetrical, the colors are very evenly spaced all throughout. Ta-da! Here is the finished design for this one, and I really love how this one turned out. I don't work with dark blue and purple very often, so I feel like I really pushed myself with this one. It's so pretty and elegant, and I feel like it really does convey the ocean vibes, which is why I'm doing these waves. And here is a surprise visit from Goose, me and my boyfriend's cat. He's so cute, and he loves to go around my work area while I'm making jewelry, so I'm just giving him a little love before getting back to into it. I've been really trying to romanticize this summer and embrace mermaid aesthetic and embrace like the beachy aesthetic. I've been trying to rewatch old shows like H2O, and I never watched Aquamarine as a kid, so I've started that movie as well. And girl, tell me why it was kind of scary at the beginning. Like when you very first meet the mermaid, it's kind of creepy. It's at night and it's all dark and she's in like the swampy pool and she's like hiding under the water. I was just shocked because from all of the aesthetic Pinterest pictures I've seen of Aquamarine, I was not expecting that to be how they introduced the mermaid. Anyways, our deep sea siren is finished. It's so pretty. I absolutely love how this one turned out. Again, I feel like I really pushed myself with this one. Nothing too crazy, but just the different color scheme from what I usually do. I'm really proud of myself with how this turned out. Next is a classic and what I feel like is going to be a fan favorite, and that is a pink mermaid. I feel like when I think of pink mermaids, I think of like the 2000s, the pink dolphin aesthetic, all the rainbows and sparkles. Just like last time, I'm gonna have the inspiration up while I work. I always love making pink jewelry items because it's one of my favorite colors, and I feel like pink is super popular, so I knew I wanted to make a super cute, girly, pink mermaid tail inspired necklace. The bead soup matches perfectly for this one. It turned out so well and matches the aesthetic perfectly. And now I'm gonna go ahead and design the necklace. Just like I said before, I'm spacing out the pink and the white to vary up and balance the colors. And I'm also varying the sizes of the beads, spreading out the larger and the smaller beads. And ta-da! The design is done. Now we just have to go ahead and put the necklace together. First, I'm gonna pick out the centerpiece bead, and here are a couple of those options. And then my sister gifted me this new pink mouse pad that's super long, and I'm really excited to put on my desk. She actually ordered one for college because she's about to go to college, but it came in the wrong color because she didn't order pink, so I just took it, and that's gonna be my new mouse pad. Which, speaking of, my last video was my absolute dream bedroom makeover video. Definitely go watch that if you haven't. I had so much fun filming that one and making my bedroom Pinterest inspired and aesthetic. It was a super fun vloggy style of video and I had so much fun filming it. So definitely go check that one out if you're looking for room inspo or motivation to redecorate or clean your own room. Now I'm just adding the 2-inch extender chain to the right side of the necklace. I always like to add a little extender chain to every necklace and to every bracelet. Because people are ordering online, I'm not able to size items in person like I used to do at market. It's a really great way to make sure that my items fit everybody. And here is the finished pink mermaid necklace. I think it's so pretty and coquette and pink and girly. It's perfect. Our next necklace is Water Nymph, which on Pinterest is just True Blue Mermaid. All of these names went through a little journey because at the beginning it was just kind of like the color scheme and then the word mermaid, but I wanted to vary up the name for the actual jewelry drop. I didn't want every single one to have mermaid in the name. I wanted to vary it up, so I felt like this true blue color scheme was perfect for the concept of a water nymph. This is truly like the most aquatic, truly just water themed necklace. This one's bead soup is a mix of light blue, dark blue, and white, but it's all really in this true blue palette that isn't really seafoam or green blue or purpley blue. It's all true blue. And yes, saying true blue all of these times does make me think of Billie Eilish's song. I used to do a lot of jewelry based off of Billie Eilish's albums and a couple of other artists as well, like Biba Doobie and Melanie Martinez. Of course, recently I did a little necklace based off of Olivia Rodrigo, but let me know if you're interested in seeing more musical themed pieces because I do love making pieces inspired by album covers. I think it's so fun to play with the color scheme that already exist in images like that and try to like visually match or convey what the album looks like and the vibe of the album, but in a different medium, like in jewelry. I think that's super fun. I'm finished with the design for the water nymph necklace. Now just to put it all together. This one did turn out similar to Fisherman's Daughter, which is another necklace that I dropped this summer, but there are some notable differences in the beads. And I loved Fisherman's Daughter. I thought that necklace was absolutely gorgeous, so I'm not upset with having another one like it. Now I'm just gonna put the necklace together, so I'm picking out my crimp beads and my crimp covers and my little like half crescent wire guards for each side of the necklace, along with of course the lobster clasp and my new fancy jump ring. These are really thick, high-quality jump rings from a small business on Etsy that makes them. I upgraded them recently. I don't quite remember exactly what video I introduced these jump rings, but I would definitely recommend this Etsy shop. I think it's called Miss Val's Findings. The jump rings that I got are 16 and 18 gauge, and they're both very thick and feel super sturdy. I'm constantly looking to upgrade my materials and my hardware, and I'm always looking to make my jewelry sturdier and stronger, so these were a good find. Ta-da! The water nymph necklace is completely finished. I also really love how this one turned out, and here is how she looks up close. So far, we finished 4 necklaces. I think we have 1 more to go. I think I'm just gonna make 5 necklaces for this collection, and after this last necklace, some ocean-themed keychains as well. Okay, last for our necklaces is Kelpie, and this one was a really last minute idea. I wanted to do something a little dark and mysterious, kind of like the siren, the deep sea siren necklace, but I really wanted to do more green, and so I liked the idea of this dark, mysterious Kelpie. I looked up what a Kelpie is, and it's a shape-shifting, malevolent water spirit from Scottish folklore that's often associated with the image of an aquatic horse. So I really thought that that would expand this collection from just being mermaid to something a little bit more whimsical and mythological. Same with the water nymph necklace as well, which water nymphs are divine ethereal spirits in Greek mythology, so I also feel like that, along with a Kelpie, expands it into more just general whimsical and fantastical creatures, not just limited to mermaids. Now this bead soup gave me a little bit of trouble because I'm not used to working with really dark greens, and I don't have a ton of dark green beads, so it was actually really difficult to try to pair together a bunch of my different dark green beads, because some were more cool toned and were like an aqua, and some were like straight up like dark army green. So I was struggling a lot until I kind of added a couple more blues. I added a couple more like light blue and seafoam as well. And this bead soup in general, along with all of the bead soups, was kind of every single bead I could possibly use for the necklace, but wasn't necessarily like I have to use every single bead. So with designing this necklace as well, I end up not using a lot of these initial beads that I set down. I had to mess around a lot and play around a lot. And I ended up settling on something like this that has a mix of dark green, light green, white, and seafoam and blue. I think it turned out super cute though. I think it turned out super unique. This one also kind of pushed me too, color scheme wise. I don't usually have 4 different colors in a necklace. Like this one has range because it has white, light blue, light green, and dark green. Obviously that's not super crazy, and I'll definitely make more complicated and super colorful in the future, I'm sure, but this one was really fun to design, and I think it turned out super beautiful. As I mentioned at the start of this video, I did recently take a week off for my birthday. I took a little break from making jewelry and from posting to celebrate my 22nd birthday, and it was super fun. I definitely had myself a little bit of retail therapy. I am super excited to be back and to be hitting the ground running, but definitely let me know if you have any specific ideas of what you'd like to see as YouTube videos in the comments below. I do have a ton of ideas, but I want to know what you guys are interested in most. And we're almost finished with our Kelpie necklace. I actually really love how this one turned out. I wasn't sure if it was going to work with the color scheme. This one was a little dicey, but I think that the green looks so good. I think it turned out great. Anyways, all we have to do is add the extender chain, so let's go. And ta-da! Here is the Kelpie necklace finished. I love these little leaves sticking out of the necklace at different areas. I tried to kind of balance them out, but I think it adds so much personality. It's kind of giving seaweed and kelp, which is perfect for Kelpie being the name. With that, here are our 5 finished necklaces. I'm so happy that I was able to make 5. I feel like this is the dream mermaid collection. They all look so gorgeous together, and they all have a beautiful centerpiece shell glass bead. So gorgeous. Now, as the final part of this oceanic drop, I want to make some ocean-inspired keychains with these really cute aquatic silver charms that I have. They're a really cute mix of like mermaid tails, shells, sea stars, waves, sea turtles, a bunch of stuff like that. And then I have my stainless steel little keychain clasp. I also kind of changed keychain style recently, along with going to single strand necklaces. But don't get me wrong, I still love cluster keychains, and I love the cluster keychain look. I'm definitely not doing like a single strand keychain. Here you can see all the cute little ocean charms. I'm sorting through them and kind of deciding which ones I want to go with today. I I made these 4 little designs with the aquatic ocean blue one, this little pink starfish, and green sea turtle. And this last one I tried to theme after the deep sea siren, so like purple and blue and a little anchor, but I don't know, I just didn't love the color scheme, so I decided to scrap that one and just go with the 3. I know it's not that many keychains. I was definitely originally planning on making more, but I'd rather have 3 really strong ones that I feel super confident about than make more just to make more. And I really love all of these designs, and I think that they are super strong. So we're taking my super thick trusty wire. Y'all know her, y'all love her. She's linked on my Amazon storefront along with a lot of my other supplies. Definitely check that out if y'all haven't and you're looking for jewelry making tools or materials. And with that thick wire and my new heavy duty jump rings, these keychains should be super sturdy. Definitely the sturdiest that I've ever made, as I'm continually upgrading and improving my hardware. Gonna take these dainty little chains to add on the little extra beads. I think that these thin little chains are so cute. That little pink star is our first dangly bead, and then on the right side I'm also gonna add a little pink crystal bead as well. And ta-da! Here is our final first keychain. We've got our pink themed keychain with our little starfish charm. I think this one turned out so cute. I can definitely see this on a cute little bag or on a backpack or on a water bottle. And now to make the sea turtle and the wave keychain, here is how that sea turtle keychain turned out. I love the big leaf in the middle. I think it would look so good with the kelpie necklace. Then we have the wave keychain. This one is gorgeous. I think this one matches the water nymph necklace really well. And those are our 3 gorgeous ocean themed keychains. I absolutely love how these ones turned out too. I think they're super elegant and a perfect balance between like kind of cluster style but still very clean. Of course, we have all of our necklaces. I love how all 5 of these turned out, and I think that this is absolutely my dream mermaid collection. I really love how all of this looks together. I feel like they all complement each other perfectly, and I want to thank you guys so much for joining me today with making this collection. If you're interested in seeing it when it drops, my jewelry Instagram is at Aussie's Jewelry over on Instagram. That's a great way to stay in touch, and my jewelry shop is aussiesjewelry.bigcartel.com. If you enjoyed this video, definitely like, comment down below, and subscribe for more jewelry content and small business vlogs. As always, thank you guys so much, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye!